Hey guys, it's Mike at Narcoleptic Customs. Come with another Narcoleptic Tech tip. Today's a little different. I have teamed up with Destroyer 1320 and Blackseed Originals to bring you guys what we are calling Brainstorm Sessions. Now, I haven't put this out in the world, so I'm telling it to you guys first. My goal for 2021 is to be at 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're at 2,067 as of January 29th, 2021. So, to grow at the rate I want, I have to work. I have to hustle, and I have to do everything I can the best way possible. And that's what Brainstorm Sessions is gonna allow, right? Blackseed Originals and Destroyer 1320, they're good at certain things. I'm decent at certain things. We're gonna take all those ideas and we're gonna bring them to you guys so you can learn and hopefully grow your channel along with us. Brainstorm Sessions is going to be the collaboration of us three growing our channel. We're going to talk about tips, tricks, and ideas that we are physically using to grow our channel. There's a lot of folks that do this. There's a ton of channels out there that handle this kind of stuff, but there's not a whole lot of automotive channels that do this. So we're hoping to help you guys. If you have some tips, if you've done something in the past, if you have questions, drop them in the comments below. Let us know, and we'll answer them on Tuesday.
Hey, welcome to Destroyer 1320. Today we're going to start a new series called Brainstorm Sessions. And what we're going to be doing is talking about YouTube itself. As creators, what can we do to help each other grow? I'm going to have some other friends of mine in the YouTube industry. None of us are very big YouTubers, but we're all working together and networking together to help each other grow. So the tips and tricks we have on here as we go along, we're growing with you. So let me go ahead and bring up the guys here. Hey guys, how you doing? So we have Mike from Narcoleptic Customs. And Mike, you want to go ahead and just kind of give an overview of where you're at with your channel, how many subscribers you have, and what we're looking for as far as goals to see if this bears fruit.
Yeah, certainly. So I'm Mike. I own Narcoleptic Customs with my brother Steven. We basically put out 2 videos a week and sprinkle some other stuff in there. So our main, we have 2,047 subscribers as of January 26th. And basically we've been really hammering Instagram lately. So that's kind of some of the stuff I'll be going over today.
Sweet. That sounds good. And then we have Brian from Blackseed Originals. Do you want to go ahead and give us a quick shot on an overview of your channel, where it's at, and what you're looking for to advance here?
Absolutely. Hey, Brian with Blackseed Originals. My channel is Auto Lifestyle. I build cars and trucks and attend quite a few auto events throughout the year. My channel, I'm only right months into it, and I'm setting at 231 subscribers. A little bit of a business background, and Destroyer 1320 brought us together because we each have different backgrounds, a lot of business, a lot of marketing such, and we figured, let's break this down. Let's get to the back to the basics and how do we grow, right? Instead of just sitting back and waiting for that viral video to hit, how do we turn this into a business? And between organic and, direct marketing, how do we go after the people who like our channel, whether it's Car Lifestyle or any channel, it's the same principles. And, I'm glad to be a part of this, and let's hold each other accountable, and we'll make each other's channels better and just sharing ideas. How do we get the growth out of this that we need and help others as well?
Yeah, and that's big. It's strange how hard it can be at times to get subscribers, to get anyone to look at your stuff. And as we know, if you're not friends with the algorithm, it's not going to pop up just sitting there on YouTube. So you have to really hustle and get ourselves out there. I know, Mike from Narcoleptic, you have some Instagram knowledge. Do you want to kind of go through what the Instagram process is?
Yeah, so real quick, and we did I've done a full video on this whole process, but so I'm going to give you guys the small version, and then you can go search our channel for the longer version. So essentially, if you are a new channel like Brian is a great example of why this works so well, is if you've had an Instagram account for any length of time at all, you have typically liked and followed other accounts of stuff that you enjoy. So basically find an account that you enjoy. So I would go into Brian's Instagram account. I would look through his posts of things that I find interesting. I then dive into that post, look at the people that have liked or commented on that post, go to their pages, and this is where the formula really works. So there's two different thoughts here. You can either go into that post, say it has 100 people that have liked it. You can go down and just blast follow all of those people, and you get back anywhere from 2 to 5% follow back. We take it one step further. I go in, and my first pass of looking for followers is people that are that their profile picture is a vehicle, because obviously I'm a huge car guy. So if their profile picture is a car, I go in, I actually open their profile. So now we are into Blackseed, into someone else that has liked a picture on his page. I find 8 to 10 posts and like those posts. Then I comment on 3 to 5 posts, and then I follow their page. So yes, it takes a lot longer, but the return follow is about 65 or 70%.
Wow.
Going through that route, because you've put in a little bit of time with those folks. Once that person sees my 15 notifications and a follow, they, in my opinion, feel obligated to follow back. So once they follow back, I will immediately send them an email or a message on Instagram that says, hey, thanks for the follow. To see the full Narcoleptic show, find us on YouTube, and here's our favorite video. Here's our favorite recent video and a link to it. Now, what we've seen is that if you will customize the video link to the person you're following, like Blackseed has a ton of C10 content. So if I will find a C10, because I also have a first gen C10, if I will link a video from that content of mine into that message to them, I'm way more likely to get a follow and a subscriber or to get a subscriber on our YouTube by doing that. Now, if let's say I'm a gamer and I'm doing that to a lot of C10 folks, they're not going to follow me. So that has been probably the biggest boost outside of collaboration with other larger YouTubers that we'll go over in just a little bit too. But that's been a big thing. So you can go to the channel. I physically recorded my screen while I went in and did this exact process on my phone, and I ended up with 3 of the 5 people followed us back almost immediately. So you can see that on our channel.
Sweet, man. Yeah, thanks for that. I will leave links for all of us down there below. Well, if you're here, you already know my link, but I'll leave links for these guys below. So you've had a similar success as well, haven't you there, Brian?
Yeah, and so I'll also say, but 2 hours before this, I thought, you know what, I gotta grind a little bit, and now this for me. I'm at 231 subs. I need to grind out to 1,000. I probably need to grind to 5,000. But before we did this, I was setting at 230. I picked up 30 subscribers in the past 13 days. And I haven't been doing this. I've been falling off of this. And this is where they're going to help keep me accountable, right? Keep me to my numbers. Let's crank these out. So before I hopped on the call, I went and I took I have a big show coming up, Lone Star Throwdown, and I'm building a truck to take to it. So I'm in my crunch. So I looked at just Lone Star Throwdown tags, and I add 100 people on Instagram. Now, they may not instantly follow back, but tonight I may pick up 40 subscribers from that, or not subscribers, but Instagram followers. And then I may hope to pick up, 4 maybe of those for my YouTube in this same process. And I also, I took another approach on YouTube. So, and in this time, in this last 2 hours, I picked up one sub, and it's either from my Instagram, I like to think, or what I'm doing on YouTube. So when I go to YouTube, I'm looking for similar stuff. Now, those guys like Hoovy, million subscribers, dude, he's probably not reading the first 10 comments and then it's done, right? But there's a lot of guys like myself, Narks, and you, Eric, that we're small YouTubers. We're trying to build on it, and we're still engaging with our audience. And I think a lot of that engagement has to do with building a relationship with your followers, them following your stuff, you following their stuff, and it's all like stuff. So I went to 25 people, and I don't know what this number is. Maybe I got to do it 25 times a day. Maybe I got to do 100 to hit, 10% return. But I'm liking their videos. I'm subscribing to like channels, right? If I go to a C10 guy, I comment, hey, I'm doing the same exact stuff you are. I'm building my Lone Star Throwdown vehicle right now. Check out my channel. Maybe you'll like it. And so I'm engaging direct with the people on top of the Instagram. And I hope those two strategies, it's proven to work. I just got to figure out how much time and effort I need to put into it to hit my 1,000 subscribers, which my goal is by June.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Especially
the one
that
sorry,
that Lone Star Throwdown event, as you're already baiting it, so you have to chum the water. That's what I didn't do a very good job of it when we went to Rocky Mountain Race Week last year, but
Right.
I was able to capitalize on it because there was not very many people that were putting out content for Rocky Mountain Race Week. I mean, you had the big guys out there putting content out, but people want different perspective. I took the perspective as I'm a fan walking up. If you paid your money, here's what you saw. So, I mean, it's really cool with events like that. Those can really skyrocket you. So anyway, I just wanted to say that about the event coming up. That can really help grow it. Doing perfect by, hashtagging ahead of time. So people go to search it. You're one of the people that pop right up.
Yeah.
So I started that 2 months ago. And then when I started the channel, what did I have? I had 2 subscribers in November, and I just started dumping videos from my phone from all races I've been to previously to try to build up a little bit of the channel. And then I started hashtagging my name along with Dino's, and I tried to get ahead of everybody. Also, my goal was I'm putting out a video a day. Now, I know the big guys are going to come in, which they came in 3 weeks later, and then the event themselves were pumping those guys. I don't have that luxury. Not yet. Not until I have the subs. So I need to be out in front of them. So, and that's the thing. So I'm trying to put out quality content. And that's the other thing. A lot of this strategy is good. I think a lot of it is it's our time and effort, right? We're now dabbling with the promo money to see what that brings us. But at the end of the day, I still got to get consistent on my content through the week, and then work the other side, the engagement of my fans, right? Because I literally am. Let me give this example from, or let me wind back to what Mike was saying on Instagram. We're pumping this out to guys who like stuff like us. I'm not going searching for Mac makeup and pumping truck information out to them, right? I'm looking for C10s because I'm building C10s right now. I'm looking for C1500s because I'm building that. And I can direct market, and I haven't got one negative comment from any of that. And that may be what most people are afraid of. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I got guys that I'm talking to that I found because of this, and we've had conversation. I've talked to guys for an hour or two because I dropped them a link and found out, hey, they're building something cool. They may not be YouTubers, but they're building something cool, and just wanted to share it with me or pick my brain. One guy, he's like, hey man, can you come over to my house and help me fix my truck? I go, yeah, where are you at? I'm in Northwest Arkansas. He goes, oh, that's not going to work. I'm in Southern California. I go, well, maybe next time.
Hey, time to
But I
fly
was
you out,
able,
man.
yeah, I was able to give him some ideas to help him get his truck back on the road. And that's all it is. Now, strategy's probably way different once you have 100,000 people, because I could probably say, but I think I need that direct connect, and then I'll start moving to live events as I start getting up over 1,000, and then I can engage with my audience a little different. That's a whole different strategy, I think. But for the grassroots, what I'm doing now, I got to grind out everybody I want, but and that's the thing. It's like, what are the ideas? Where do we get to go? I got to cast a larger net, and that net's got to pull back guys who do the type of stuff I do, who like listening to me in the shop, and we'll just continue to watch, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Narks, you were getting ready to say something. What you got there, buddy?
Well, I was going to say the biggest thing about so talking to a couple of the larger YouTube guys, a lot of those guys only watch their comment section for the first first 30 minutes or hour after they drop a video, because after that they may have 10,000 comments, So for guys like us, it's so important for small channels to reply back, not just a like or a thumbs up or heart or whatever you're able to, on your video, but to even just freaking say thank you to somebody for making a comment, because that person, let's say that you're looking at your channel, or they're looking at your channel and they're looking at a 1 million subscriber channel. They may ask a question and it never get answered. But if they ask a question on a small channel and it never get answers, what are the odds they're ever coming back to you? But if you take the time, because you generally will get a notification that somebody made a comment. I mean, we have 450 videos, 480 videos loaded. I still get notifications on old ones when people ask questions. Like, it's not like it times out.
Yep.
So if you go in and reply back to that person with even just a thank you, they're way more likely. Again, just like Brian's saying, just hammer that like community with your stuff, because I mean, as a small channel, it is really hard. And I think that's what's really neat about where Brian's at with this compared to maybe where I know them where I was at when I first started, and then like really pumping out videos. I don't know about Eric, but I know that if I had some folks that helped me from video 2 to video 50, I'd be in a completely different situation right now than 2,000 subscribers with 480 videos out,
Yeah, it's YouTube is an animal, and you have to learn how to feed the animal. You have to learn how to, it's just, there's so many different things. And that's one that, like I said in the beginning of this, we're all learning and growing together. And the stuff that we talk about on here and we'll come back next week and let you know did it bear fruit? Did it not? Did it just waste our time? If so, we'll say, look, we tried it, don't bother. Or, leave definitely during this, because this isn't live. So I keep reminding myself that, but after this, please leave your comments below for us. And if you have more ideas or something you want to share with us and other tubers, please drop it down there.
Or questions. That's part of the big thing. There's guys that have 12 subscribers that are like, how do I get out there? How do I do this? All that kind of stuff. So I looked into some, just to stay on my stuff for a minute, I looked into marketing stuff, started digging into Instagram and Facebook ad promotion, and I got overwhelmed, to be honest. The hardest part is there should be an easy way for you to target automotive enthusiasts, and I just didn't have the time today between work and all the other stuff to really dig in and figure out a good way to search for that and give you guys some good keywords. So we're going to save that one for next time.
Yeah, and there's actually it's called, I'm trying to think of it, Uber something. I'll drop it down below, but there's I think it's Uber tags or something like that. But you can search, you can put the title of your video in this website, and it will populate the tags for you.
Well, I'm not talking about just tags. I'm talking about like the people you're targeting.
Your audience, yeah, okay.
Yeah, your audience, to really try and hammer down, because there's no point in a channel with 2,000 subscribers hitting folks that have zero desire. Like I have no desire to waste the $50 that I could spend on the wastegate for the Narcs cart, wasting it on nobody that's even going to look at stuff. So
yeah, targeting is huge, because I have friends who have a YouTube channel, or a lady, and she makes cakes. It's kind of hard for me to collab with her unless she makes a cake that looks like the car or something. Hi. Yes, we're all dead.
Speaking of that, collaborations. All right. So we all know I went to Wichita, hung out with Hoovie and watched JR go. But I met a guy, and Lade will have to come with me on this too at some point. But there's a guy that is local that does food reviews. That's hilarious, right? He lives in Fayetteville, which is 20 minutes south of us. He's also a big car guy, but doesn't have any projects or anything like that. So we're going to meet. I'm going to pick him up in the old truck. We're going to drive the old truck around, talk a little bit about both channels. So we get both of those, some viewers from both, and then we're going to go eat.
Hey, listen, I've been watching that guy, and he doesn't have a lot of subs, and he is funny. He acts like every restaurant he goes to, it's his first time eating there. I think it would be funny if when you go to drive around and talk to him, let me go too. We'll set 3 deep in the truck and just like put him in the middle or something.
Yes.
Or I'll sit in the middle and not talk.
That'd be great. I'm in.
Well, this is something else right now that just happened. This is something that we all three do all day long, almost every day, is ideas.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Or I have an idea. Somebody has an idea. Even our thumbnails, we share them with each other and go, you could put this there, or maybe the wording could be, X, Y, or Z. Mm-hmm. So, just once again, networking. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yep. And there's a Facebook group of car YouTubers that has been really beneficial. It's very small. So if you're interested in growing your channel and not just talking about it, I mean, you can ask one of us or ask in the comments, and we'll get with you, see if we can add you. So it's very small. It's like 45 people are in that group. So
yeah, it's real small and real tight. I kind of like it that it is that small. Yeah, everyone's really personable, and there's people that are huge in there, and there's people that are small in there. But everybody takes time to help each other, to comment and critique. As I said last time when we had the live last week, critique, not criticize. There's a big difference.
Yep. Yeah, help grow for sure.
Yes.
Okay, what now? What do we go over? I'm excited.
All right, let me go. Oh, you got something here, Brian?
Yeah, I just had a. Let me see. And we got 2 pages of notes, man. I've been talking about ideas. We bounce everything back and forth. Let me throw out a couple numbers to you that I ran into, and then we can talk about my problems if you want. 2 billion users on YouTube. It's basically 79% of internet users have a YouTube account, and there's 31 million channels. So I see a lot of people when I'm on these YouTube groups, and they're like, man, I got 10 videos up. I'm failing. What do I do? But the ocean's so big, and we're just little fish in it, right? And you got to find the people. And back to the Instagram, me making friends and stuff. I got guys who are I got Polaroids going off on the side over here. But I got guys that think my work is awesome, right? Even though I'm critical of myself, it's not hitting that. When we talk about hitting niches, it doesn't mean, hey, I'm going to go out and I'm going to be the dude who eats 30 green apples every time I, do a video or something. It's you got to get to the people. And in this big ocean, how do we get that net to those people?
Yep.
But that's all I was going to say, because don't get discouraged. I see a lot of people doing that, and When you're talking about critiquing versus criticize, there's tons of different channels and tons of different people who want to watch those. You just got to get to them.
Yep. And a lot of times finding them through the grind of Instagram, and then also like I'll have for next week's will be, targeting your audience for, if you're going to spend money, target it and do it right. So.
Yeah, and that's something that I'm learning as well. I know all of us are learning is how to do it better. And digital marketing is very interesting because it's an octopus. There's so many arms to it. It's just, I don't know. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I'm doing a lot of research on it. Eventually, providing I can get this going and figure out all of us together combined can figure out how this works. I would love to start a digital marketing company with a couple people. You know what I mean? And have it where we do, if they want to pay, eventually we got to make money doing something. Mm-hmm. We would help when they start their channel. We would help them from the word go, affordable price, a couple bucks a month, and then we have a level that we can keep pushing them to and keep growing them. But once again, as Brian was saying, you got to be committed. You got to grind. There's times where there was a point where I was going to sell my car and the channel as a package deal and just walk away, just be done. I had 3 months where I couldn't come up with any ideas, like writer's block. And it just took, talking to like you guys and my brother and outside people to finally end up where, I found something that was worthwhile to make a video about. So if you run into that, don't get discouraged. But what I was going to move on to was so we made a spreadsheet. I made a spreadsheet based off of some of the conversations we had today. And this is just the bare bones start out version that I want to share on the screen real quick, just to say, here's what we're doing as far as part of this brainstorm session that we're going to do is every week, each of us call out something that we're either going to do or help each other with. And then we can follow up with each other on it. So let me go ahead and pop it up here. So here's the basics. And let me slide it up here. Yeah, so it's just brainstorm sessions. I just made, like I said, a silly little Excel spreadsheet, but this will help as we move forward in this, and this grows into what I believe it will. It helps us, have those topics that we're working on. I just put Instagram posts and marketing because I know you've been working a lot on that lately, Narcs. Once again, I will send this out to each one of us. We will fill out our own sections, and then we'll have one for next week that we can look at and go over and see how we did. There's going to be nights, there's going to be weeks where, the kids have practice and this and that and grandma's birthday and, things are going to come up, but we still have to, try and make an effort. If we're going to get any bigger than we are now, we got to grind. So yeah, I just had that for Narcs, Blackseed, content creation, lighting, audio. Those were some of the things that you had put on there. I know you have sheets on your desk there with a lot more stuff. I've been working on networking, trying to get in contact with more channels and help out with anything I can. And then promotion. I've been doing some small paid advertising on some of the videos that I've launched. And I'm changing each time I do one of them, I'm changing the target audience because it lets you adjust where you find that fine tune it. And I'm getting pretty close to having it down for the car lifestyle folks like us. The other thing I found today that I want to share with you guys so bad, and I don't know, you may already know how to do it, but I'll tell you, there's somebody who's going to watch this that doesn't know how to do it. It saves you a ton of time and thought because there's times where you're done with the video and you're just like, I just got to get this done. I got to go make dinner. It just helps, as we know, with time and kids and families. It's preset video links or preset stuff for your description. Have you guys done that?
Mm-mm. Okay,
so let me see if I can do this without ruining everything. Let me pull this back down. Is this something you guys are interested in seeing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, let me pull up my channel here real quick.
Right. She's taking notes on the window for me.
Here we go. So I'm going into YouTube Studio. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this out now. Let me put this over here. Share my screen. I don't have to share audio for that one. Okay, so let me pop this full screen here. So what I did is I went into, let me close it right now. So I'm in my channel dashboard. And if I go down to settings, this pops up. So you have general channel, upload defaults. So if I click upload defaults, I can make it where whenever I upload a video, whatever I put in here automatically is populated. So what I've done is in this lower description thing, I have all the links and everything that I always put in every single video. I may add some later, I may not, but you can see I have every link already preloaded, done.
So what you're saying is, because I've been doing, like I have a Word document that has all of this on it. I could just put that in there and it would automatically be there.
It'd automatically be there, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I just did this today. This is how much I'm still growing and learning. I remember because I did one when I first started the channel, and every time I'd upload a video, this first thing I'd ever put on there, which was 2019 Dodge Challenger 1320, that would auto-populate. And I was like, oh man, I forgot. How did I do that? So I went back in, and now that I've matured a little more as a YouTuber, this is a huge tool for saving you some time. You can set it up right here where I have my visibility set up for unlisted. You can set it for public or private. If you set it to public, realize the second you upload it, it's public. It's on. It's going. Everyone can see it. I like to leave them unlisted because when let me go ahead here. Let me go to content. Show you some of the things I do with YouTube. So let me edit the details of this video I just got done doing. This is the one I just did for the camera gear. So when I do this, I do my end screens after it's uploaded. I get my end screen set up. I do cards. Have you done end screens, Blackseed?
Is that the one that has subscribe and suggest another channel or another video of yours? I do that. I'm not real sure what cards are. Is that like a pop-up survey or something?
So a card is, if you're watching somebody's video, and there is one in this video, it's that little piece that slides up out of the top right corner. There's like a little white piece that comes out. It has an exclamation on it. And you can actually send them to wherever you'd like to go, say your next playlist. So if they're watching it and you say, I have drag racing content. If they wanted to watch drag racing after they got done watching this, they could just click that and it takes them right there. So it's basically a hyperlink that you can pop up over the top of your video. Let me see. What were some of the other things? So you do normal settings on that. And then the big thing that I'm noticing a lot of people don't do, and maybe there's a better way of doing this, but once I'm done with my video, I leave it unlisted until I have my end screen done, my cards done, and then I go back and I find my playlist. So if I click my playlist, this one was under product reviews because I didn't really know what to put under. I don't ever make a video about cameras, so I don't really have a set list for it. But if I go into product reviews, oh, please don't go to the actual, okay, it didn't. All right, so I have 3 things I've done. I've done Gearhead Coffee, Super Clean, and just some camera gear. I didn't really have any set promotion for it, but just products that I've been using. So as you can see right now, I didn't do this yet. What I'm going to do is, if you looked at this playlist, this is the first video you're going to see is Super Clean. I don't want that. I want this video moved to the top. There's 2 ways to do it. I can grab it here with these 2 lines and drag it up, or click these 3 dots and go move to top. I learned that after I had a playlist that had about 50 videos in it, and I would grab the side and drag it up, and it would take me 10 minutes to get the dang thing to the top. I realized, oh, if I click these little things and hit move to top, it goes right up there.
Right. That's awesome.
So little things like that.
Hey, while we're talking about playlists, For us, freaking do them. Please put stuff in playlists. You can put stuff in multiple playlists. I don't care. Just put stuff in playlists. It makes it so much easier for like if I'm new to your channel and I come to you, like Casey's Customs has a $1,000 rat rod build. At the end of every video, it would take me to a Cletus McFarland video. Like YouTube would automatically direct me there, right?
Yeah.
Watch Cletus. Well, if it's in a playlist, it will take me to the next video in your playlist. So if I have it playing in the background of the screen because I'm working or whatever, but I like to have stuff going, I'd end up on Cletus. Well, then I've got to like go back. I've got to search for your channel. I've got to search for the video. I've got to figure out where I was at, which video I was in, then make sure I get the next one. Well, then they're all a jumbled mess. So, and heaven forbid if you find a few video series that's 2 years old.
Oh yeah.
You have all kinds of trouble trying to find it. So
that's
another big tip.
Really, really good point. And that actually kind of brings me over to something. And I know I've talked about this and I've shown a little bit on the live, but channel layout. And this is just, once again, for people who are getting going in this game, or there's already people who are huge, who I go to their channel and once again, I can't find a playlist, or I don't, it's just a little hard to navigate when they have 500 videos and it's in one line and you have to press to the right and it keeps going and because they don't have any playlist.
Yep.
But for channel layout, one of the things I recently did is I actually made this little welcome video. This is for somebody going to my channel on a phone or a laptop, directly to my channel, not through a video, like, just, oh, let me pull up his channel. I have a welcome video right here that tells them what the channel's about, what they're going to find, and, please spend some time, look at stuff. I have, called out a couple of my playlists that they might like if they like cars and silly people with hats on. They'll enjoy the channel. And I tagged, you can actually, in your settings, you can make this the welcome page for your channel. So that is the first video that'll pop up and start playing.
Yep. Yeah, in your customized channel there, the blue button next to join,
yep,
you should be able to change it to where like it's new visitors and then returning visitors. You can have two different videos.
Yeah, actually, I'll click it right here. And
yep. So we changed that quite a bit. But I like the idea of the welcome video. I don't have one of those. We have a new.
So I have people who have never been there. And then I'm using the same welcome video for both of them, for returning and local. But I do switch those up as well. Sorry, good point. Something else that people need to make sure they have is added featured channels at the bottom. Right down here, I need to add Blackseed on here. I haven't looked in this area. It's one of those things, you're so busy doing all these other things with it, you kind of forget about it. But people who like you will look and see who you're watching, who's their channels that they like. Yep. And down here, I've used this even at NARCs, and I click around and find other people. So yeah, definitely make sure you have, and this is the section where you have your featured section. You can add section, and then you can add your popular uploads, your playlist, your, whatever it is you have. And I suggest having your popular uploads somewhere in there, because all of us have one video that went way better than the other ones have. Mm-hmm. And people like to see, oh, wow, 5,000, 6,000 people, 30,000, whatever it is, have watched this video. That's, the highlight of your career as a YouTuber to this point. So make sure you put that out there for them to find. Branding. While we're in this tab, let me just go through it. And maybe this is something we can, there's no set schedule for this show right now. We're just winging it. Whatever comes out is what we're doing. But this is definitely valuable information. This is where you set your logo right in here. This is what pops up anywhere you leave a comment or anything. This is going to be what they see. I've finally finished my logo, so this is what you're going to see moving forward. Dan IT Guy has also adopted this himself. So if you see a little black at the top and the bottom, it'll be my brother's, but you'll still know by the name. Your banner image. This one here is big because there's a lot of people. I've seen people with huge channels that don't even have a banner. So this banner, this is where, let me hit change for you real quick. And I just actually made a banner for my brother's channel. So right here is where it lines out what you're going to see depending on what device it is. This is a very hard thing to get right. Oh, it looks like Blackseed dropped for a second. There you are, buddy. You're back.
Hey, I'm back.
So this is where when I click change banner, I just randomly picked a photo. This is what shows you on each device how it's going to look, what your banner is going to look like. Because I've accidentally put one on there and it cut half of my banner off when you look on your phone. A lot of people watch YouTube on their phone, so I had to adjust it to be able to see that on people's phones. So just another little tip on the banner. And then there's watermark at the bottom here. You can have a watermark on this. I can actually change the watermark to be whatever I want. Right now, it's just the little play button for YouTube. So if they click that, it actually will send them over to subscribe. So it's the subscribe button. But that you can set to click entire video. It'll play on the bottom of any video you upload. That stops you from having to add that little button. It's automatically on there. Every time you upload a video, automatically has that little watermark on there. It's perfect. I don't even have to think about it anymore, because if somebody clicks on that, it'll take them right to the subscribe.
Yep.
So another little thing. Basic info. Make sure you fill out this channel description. I watched somebody called Think Media, and one of the things he put on there is for people who actually read. Most of us car guys, I haven't read anything any of you guys put in there, but once again, YouTube algorithm, all that type of stuff, looks at your channel to see if it's relative to what people are wanting to watch. So type out whatever it is you like or doing, whatever's going on in your life with, that has to be with YouTube. Pop it up here in the box. Make sure it's a pretty, it's a paragraph. But under basic info is where you also have your channel URL. And then you make your custom URL. This is where you make your custom URL. So if you go to YouTube/Destroyer1320, it goes to me. If I do it for Narcs, I think you have yours set up as well. But this here is where you can set up your custom URL. So people type it in, bam.
Let me ask on that. Let me stop you there on the custom URL. So my channel was originally Blate 1932. Now, since I've been getting followers and stuff, you can pull up Blackseed Originals. But if I go in, so currently I have Blate 1932 because I build hot rods, 1930, Ford and everything. But so if I change my custom URL to Blackseed Originals, it'll then adjust to that, and I can use that.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Exactly. Yep. That's where you make your change. Now, another key thing that I'm getting into right now, I'm currently working with my brother and a friend of ours that we didn't know is in the printing business and does all merch and all that, which as things go on, I will release this. This is going to be good when he gets it up and going. But you can use this little URL, the custom URL, to create a QR code. That little funny box with all the dots in it that people can scan with their phone and go straight to your website. I'm having stickers made using that URL as a QR code to put on the side of my car. So if somebody's walking by the grocery store and go, oh man, that car's neat, or oh, he's a YouTuber, scan the right to my page. They don't have to type anything. They don't have to remember, because half the time, as you know, you get in your car, you drive away. Oh, what was the name of that? Nope.
Yep.
Scan it. You're there. So
I'll get 1,000 of those, and when I go to a restaurant, I'll put it on the table. People will think it's the menu, and they'll write to my page.
Yeah,
it works. There was a lady.
Go put it on the windows of dealerships. Under the price tag on the MSRP.
That's awesome.
All the cars.
Doing that.
There you go. All the Mopars. Everything gets a sticker.
Yep. That's awesome.
On the back window, they'll never pull it off when they sell it.
Hey, I got to go. The wife just got here. We got to go do dinner.
All right, boys. Well, hey, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming on here and starting the first of the Brainstorm Sessions.
All right, guys. If you watched till the end, thank you so much for sticking around. If you have questions about this car, it's called the Narcs cart. We have a full playlist on our channel. We are adding a turbo to it. It's exciting. And we are giving it away to a lucky follower. Obviously, subscribe to the channel to keep up with everything we've got coming with it. You can find us daily on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And then we post on the YouTube channel every Tuesday and Friday at 7 p.m. Central. Thanks, guys.